Okay, so we're going to do a site plan. I'm going to go through really quickly as I can on how to do a site plan. The first thing you want to do is search your property that you're working on for whatever. Usually it's county, state, or sometimes cities have a GIS site. In this case, I'm using Maricopa County, so I just type that in the search and hit search. Well, I already did actually. So then you can see here this GIS mapping. I'll click on that. Then we'll go down, and they have quite a few of them. Sometimes it can be a little confusing, but all of these are very helpful. Anyway, so I'll click on parcels. The parcels is the one I want. So it brings me to Maricopa. And we let it load up here. So I have an address I'm currently working on. So I just accept that stuff there. So I'll type in the address, or you can search. Sometimes I have to search because the address thing doesn't work. So I just look at the map and I zoom in and I find the streets. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Windsor, and then it's Windsor Avenue here. And so it'll bring me right in there. So I'll zoom right in. Okay, so here's the property I wanted to do. Sometimes you gotta let it catch up to you. So there it is right there. Let's get a little bit out. And so you see this tells you the feet. This is in decimal feet. This isn't, so 1.106.6 is 106 and then 6 inches, not 0.6. So I'll show that in a different video if I didn't already. Anyway, so you got this. You can click on the one that you want. We're going a little slow here. And so it brings up the property owner and all this stuff. And it also, some sites have this where they'll actually have the floor plan. And I'll use that for my drawing. I'll just, I'll copy that. They let you print the image, or so you can save it. So it acts as an actual drawing of the house. But we go back here. Now, here's what I do to get this into AutoCAD. What I'll do is first I'll switch it on to right here. It'll give you layers, and so I'll go with an aerial or the assessor map. But usually I go with the most recent, and so that'll give you the actual property. So there we go there, and then I'll zoom in as close as I can get it, just like that, and then I'll hit my print screen, or I have this snipper deal, which is because otherwise I get both. I have two screens, so I get both screens, and I don't want that. And I'll click New, and I'll automatically put up my deals here. When it feels like my computer's running slow, so I'll just select this area. For some reason, I don't think that worked right, but it looks like it did. Okay. So there we go. So I just save this. Just save it to where I know I can get it. Screenshot up there. We'll just do Windsor Castle. Although just a house on, we know it's on the desktop. Save that. And we can copy and work. So we'll try that for. So then we'll go back into AutoCAD here. We'll click down here and get an AutoCAD. Okay, so here we have a new drawing. So I want to go into model space. Get out of paper space. Computer's running slow. Come on, computer. So let's see if we can paste it in here. And with the clipboard and paste. So we'll just paste it on in there. So then we've got this giant drawing here. We don't know if it's just scale or not, but luckily, computer's running slow. I got too many things running. Anyway, so we got these known lines here. So these aren't square either, so we got to turn off this because we won't be able to make them. So here's what I do here. This is a little trick to get this to scale. So I will make a line. I'll do my line command, L, and I'll just go right here and then go right down here to the other side there. Now you usually want to use the longest distance, which would be 200 feet. But I'm just going to do this to show you. So I go there. And so I got a nice line. I'll hit enter. I'll zoom out a little bit. Then I'll move this line out of the way because I don't want to be hitting other stuff. So I'll hit that, click it down here. Then, now here's a little tricky part. You got to pay attention here now, soldier. So we'll hit scale. Scale, and we'll select this drawing. Enter. And then we're going to hit R for reference. Oh, wait a minute. I was jumping the gun there. We got to hit the base point, which is right here. Oh, I messed up. So let's redo here. Scale. Select drawing. Enter. Base point would be right here. We'll turn on this this here so we stay right on it. And then we hit R for reference. And reference rank is right here, this line that we got right there, and we'll hit that and then the enter. And then it asks for the new length, which is 77.87 feet. So 77.87 feet. Make sure it doesn't say inches. And feet, and enter. So now this drawing is scaled to, it's scaled to actual dimensions, as close as you're going to get anyway. So we can even check it here with this dimension if we can get it to work here. Sometimes it'll, so the dimension, we want to use a line because this drawing is not lining up, so we got to select it. Little deal here and get some running a little slow, so there we go, line. That'll give us, because it wants to stay square. So now we'll pick a couple points and we'll see how close we got here. So there to there. And that's it says 168 feet 2. And the actual is that didn't work out as good as we would thought, huh? That's why you use the longest one. I don't know what this even says here. But that's it. It works pretty good. You'd have to play with it and kind of test it because I might have did something wrong there, and this align could be not working as good. That part. Now let's go, and then you can actually trace this too. But I'll show you back in the other one. Let me show you in the other one really quick. So get back here and go back in this. Something really cool about this is you can also measure in here. So we hit this measure button. We want that. And it lets you pick what you're measuring. This is just a line and it shows units we want. Distance, units, feet. So we can go here and pull this out and it'll measure right there. That's 22.3 feet. And so you can do this in this drawing, kind of just set things up, because this right here will not correspond. I'll show you. Let's measure. Let's do another one. You got to hit it again each time you do it. But we'll measure from this corner to this drawing. Doesn't take into account. Now I can't see that. 43.9 feet. So then we go back over to our other drawing here. Where is it? Come on, mouse. And look, see, that's less because this is the walls and that's the roof. That's, you have to be a little, most of the time, that's what they go by, the setbacks. So when you're doing your drawing, you've got to be aware of the two differences in them. And so let's go back into AutoCAD. So then we have this drawing here. And most of the time, they want drawings not in a 1/4 inch foot. They want it in engineer. So engineer is a little tricky. It's not set up in AutoCAD. So let's go in here and let's go to this 11 by 17. And so we have this one, this space here, but we're going to remove this, all these. So we'll delete these. And delete that, and we'll make another viewport, V-P-O-R-T. This one we're going to do a single. Okay. And so I got my thing on. Turn that off because I want to be able to select it. And we go down here. And then we have a viewport. And oh, there it is right there. So we can pan around here. Oh, lost my viewport. Click outside it, and then you got to. Now it should pan. So we can pan around that drawing, but you'll actually have a drawing and not this. But this is orientated to north is top of the drawing and south is this. But this is a tough drawing. I had some problems with it because it's like this. So I end up turning it into the other way to actually work on the drawing. But well, that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about setting up a site plan. So if we go down here, and none of these will work. These 1 and 10, this is what it's supposed to be, but that's 1 foot equals 20 feet, and that's not what we want. So the way to convert this is you've got to make a custom. It has to be a custom, a new one down here on the bottom. So we go custom. The computer's running. Kind of like me when I'm jogging, I run slow. Sprint now and then, and hopefully it comes up. Okay, so we want to add one. So the problem with that one, so we'll call this 1 inch equals 20 feet. Oops, 20 feet. So here's the thing that you need to do here is transfer this 20 to inches, so they're both the same. They have to be the same. That's why if you find other ones, they're kind of confusing about that. The main thing is they need to be the same. So 20 feet equals 240 inches. And you just click OK. And then that'll be an engineer right there. And that's good. And you'll click OK. Now you'll be able to go down here and find that one. And there it goes. And that's to scale, engineer scale. Thank you for listening to another AutoCAD from me, yours truly. And that'll be it for this one.